Howdy, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, June 6, 2022. So glad you could be with me today. Here at Forex Smart Trade, our mission is to make you financially independent. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade with our super accurate proprietary trading indicator. And we supplement that with personalized one-on-one coaching from experienced traders, which we think is the most efficient and effective way to learn. There's a lot of information out there, and it's hard to figure out by yourself what's good and what's not, and what to use when, and when's the best time to use things. Our indicator is very, very simple. And very, very accurate. And we do these live training sessions to show you that. So with that, let's get started. We got to listen to this guy first. And
due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
Now, one of the great things about our program is that we do these live trades. When you are a light or considering the program, you get kind of access to a limited schedule. Tonight, we're doing a live trade. Purpose of the live trade is twofold. One is so that it's a teaching moment so that you can watch me walk you through my analysis, and you learn by watching me do it. Two is so that you can verify the accuracy for yourself by, seeing me do an analysis and take a trade. Once you become a member, in addition to the personalized one-on-one training, we do live trades in the morning. We do live trades in the evening, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and we do live trades late in the evening, 10 p.m. And then there's additional paid sessions if that's not enough for you. Historically on these trades, we averaged about 150 pips a week. If you average 150 pips a week and you're following our guidelines for risk and money management, you should be doubling your money every 4 months. So with that, let us get going. I work off of a little kind of checklist to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Even though I've been doing this a while, it's good to just go through and make sure everything is in place. I always check to make sure my green chart and MetaTrader 4 are connected and live, and it is good practice to restart your green chart once a day. And I do that, otherwise the memory gets screwed up. On a daily basis, not just for trading, but also for life, is kind of a review of what you accomplished today and where there was areas that you might have been able to do something better. Intentionality helps you get better faster, and it's just about not about being perfect, but just making progress. Improvements incremental. if I took a trade that didn't do what I wanted, uh, what went wrong. Sometimes I did everything right, and it's still, just because of the way the market is, the trade will go against you. But you want to go back and study what didn't go well so that you can fix it. We are technical traders, but which means we're trading on the price action, and our indicators are very good at predicting what that price action is going to be. The question, but what we do need to know is there news that might impact a pair? And if there is, we want to trade around it. So we are going to go to Forex Factory. ForexFactory.com breaks news down into three components. One is yellow, which is low impact, so I tend to ignore those. Another is orange, which is medium impact. I myself tend to ignore those, but these green items are ones that, or excuse me, the red items are ones that we want to worry about. And ideally, I want to be out of that currency pair. I don't want to be holding that currency pair 2 hours beforehand. And a little earlier today, they had a no confidence vote on the prime minister. And actually, I haven't been following the news, so I don't know what happened there. It'd be great if we could have a no confidence vote for the president and not have to wait till his election comes up. But in England, if they get dissatisfied with you, they can vote to just cancel your deal right then and there, and that's what they're doing with poor old Boris. And then tonight, 12:30, which is 6 hours from now, there's a couple Australian news items. So we'll keep that in mind. Any trade that we might take on the Australian dollar, I would hope would be closed before then. So we should be okay, but I'll keep that in mind as I'm considering what we're going to do. So with that, let us go and find a setup. And to find a setup, I am going to go off of the 1 hour chart. Chart I'm using is a chart called the Light 6 Majors, which is one of the charts, one of the standard layout charts. I call it a composite chart because it is showing us 6 different currency pairs: Australian dollar, euro dollar, pound dollar. This first chart is basically all US pairs. And I am trading off of a 1 hour chart, which is means the candle has 1 hour's worth of information. Off of a 1 hour chart, trades are usually worth anywhere between 5 and 35 pips. And my goal is to get in and get out, ideally in an hour. But a move off of an hour chart could take anywhere from an hour to 3 hours. I start, and the trade I'm doing is we've got a dozen different signals, and as we train you, we go over the various signals and find one that kind of resonates with you, depending on your personality, your trading style, what you like and what you don't like, and then we create a trade plan around that. So the trade plan is customized to you and how you like to do things. Like that 5 minute, 1 minute trade that we teach lights to kind of introduce them to trading. That's a trade that not for me. It is. Oops. I wonder why those all came red or yellow. That's weird. I don't know if that's something to worry about or not. So you know what? I'm going to just refresh it just to make sure. Oh, it went away. Huh? That's weird. This trade, I'm basically a little lazy. My goal is to get 30 pips a day, which I did today, and I'd like to do anywhere from 2 to 8 trades and be done with it. So ideally 3 trades, I make my 30 pips. Most of the moves I look for tend to be around 10 pips, and then I'm done. So we're going to start with this middle section of the chart, which is called the majors and minors. The red and green lines are the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. And I am looking for situations where we are either oversold or a delay notice. Why would I be getting a delay notice? Does that just mean it's going slow? My processor's going slow, or it's slow at the company? I've not seen that before. Sorry, I'm getting All right, so I guess if we continue to see that, we'll switch over. There is a backup feed. We'll switch over to the other feed. Thank you, Don. So I'm looking for situations where this red line is this red horizontal line is the oversold line. This blue horizontal line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where these lines are oversold. The lines are below the line and going up, or above the line and coming down. So here we are oversold, and the lines are kind of going up. On the majors, this is a little bit more sideways than up. So I'm not crazy about this, but technically this is a good signal. It's going up. The green line is crossed over the red line. The gray line's crossed over the black line. So I've got 3 points here. My next step would be to look at what is going on with the TNTs and see how many lines indicate that there's a buy going on here. And right now, I don't have any of the lines telling me buy. The 2 orange lines, one orange line, the thin orange is going down. The thick orange is going sideways. The 2 blue lines are inversely related. So when blue is going up, that means down. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell here, whereas this is telling me buy. And one of the nice things, basically on this 10-point trade, what we're trying to do is when all 3 sections agree, that's a high probability trade. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to get all 3 sections to agree. If I was by myself, I would have probably just stopped here because I don't like the slope of the majors, but I got confirmation of that on the TNTs. So let's go to the next one. We're in the middle of the channel on the Euro USD. So we're going to pass. I want to get a run where I catch something down here and let it run all the way through. In the middle, can I get a trade when it's in the middle of the channel? Yes, I can. But I want to reduce my risk when I'm trading. So there's less pips available when it's like in the middle of the channel versus if I can catch it on one side and run it to the other side. So I'm going to pass here. Pound to dollar. We're oversold, still going down. US Canadian dollar. Majors are still going up. Minors coming down, so we don't have agreement. Dollar Swiss franc. Again, we've got disagreement. Minors are coming up. Majors are going down. And again, the same thing we're seeing with the dollar yen. Majors going down, minors going up. So I don't have agreement here. So let's go on. What I've done is I've kind of cloned this chart and I've put in other currency pairs. These are primarily non-U.S. currency pairs. So let's see what we've got here. Euro pound majors were overbought, but the majors are going sideways. Australian dollar yen. We've got disagreement here. We're kind of sideways on the press on the majors, and the minors are still going up. Euro, Canadian dollar overbought. Minors are coming down. Majors are sideways. So I'm going to pass on that. Theoretically, we do have 3 points here. The two orange lines are coming down. Dotted blue is going up. So 3 of the 4 are telling me sell. But then I don't have agreement on the pressure. I've got sideways pressure with green on top. So signal's not there. Australian New Zealand dollar, we're oversold, but we've got disagreement. The majors are starting to go up, minors aren't there. Pound yen, we've got disagreements. Majors going down, minors going up, and we're in the middle of the channel. In Euro Australian dollar, overbought. Minors are going down. Majors are kind of sideways. I like the steepness here on the minors, but the majors, the sideways stuff, that's one of the things you've got to kind of get to the point that you can interpret. The steeper the slope, the better. The steeper the slope, the better. This sideways, I don't like. Again, we've got 3 out of 4. The 2 orange lines are going down. Dotted blue going up. So 3 out of 4 telling me sell. I have got up pressure. Green is still on top. Red is about to cross over. When the red does cross over, this might be a more interesting trade to take or take a look at. But just from my experience, this sideways I don't like. Tonight we've got. I don't think I've seen this many where we've got a reverse between what the majors and minors are doing. They're going opposite directions. So Canadian dollar yen in the middle of the channel, and they're going in opposite directions. Euro New Zealand dollar overbought. Everybody's going down, and we've got the double cross with the red on top and the black on top. So we got 3 points here, and this steepness is much better than on the majors and the other trades we've been looking at. 2 orange lines going down, and they're coming down pretty steep, so that is good. Dotted blue is going up slightly, so 3 out of 4 here. And I've got sideways pressure with red on top. Red on top gives me a point. So I've got 1 point here with the pressure. I've got 3 points here on the majors and minors, and I got 3 points here on the TNTs. So once I see that setup, what I want to do is I want to get confirmation on the 2 and the 4 hour chart. So to get confirmation on the 2 and the 4 hour chart, I'm going to go open up the Euro. I'm going to write this down because at the beginning is all timers here. I can't remember anything. So Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's look at a full chart of the Euro New Zealand dollar. So I'm going to change this to Euro NZD. And on this chart, I've got 6 different time periods for this. And I'm going to just save this here so that as we go away from it and come back, it's still going to be there. So I am looking to see what the 2 hour is doing and what the 4 hour is doing. And what I want to see is basically that we're oversold. It doesn't have to be pointing down like this. I just want it to be oversold. So on the 2 hour we are, because in case this changes, if we're oversold here, it's eventually going to come down. It's just a matter of how I'm going to have to wait longer. So also on the 4 hour, we are just touching the oversold. Overbought. I'm sorry, overbought. So I am good with these. So this, I'm willing to take this given where these two are. So once I've determined that, okay, it's good to continue, then I need to figure out what's the trade worth. Unlike that initial trade, little scalp trade off the 5 and 1 minute, we want here we need to, it takes a little bit more analysis to figure out what is the trade worth. So to figure out what the trade's worth, I am going to go to a full chart. And we will make this into what was it, Euro New Zealand dollar. And I want to know what the trend, support, and resistance is. And that's going to help me figure out what the trade is worth. So I'm going to scrunch this up. Support and resistance are spots where the candles kind of naturally stop. And I don't want to trade through those. I want to trade up to them, but not through them. So I am going to drop some support and resistance lines on here. And you'll see on my Euro USD chart, I already have those entered on there. So let's see here. It seems to stop in here a little bit, in here a little bit, kind of here, in here, over here. And on the Euro USD, these lines tend to be about 30 pips apart, 30, 40 pips apart on a 1 hour chart. So it's stopping like right in here, in here, over here, over here. So I want to put one above, one below. It's a little bit of an art to kind of figure it out. So one right in here, over here, over here, over here. And let's do one more above. Right here, and here, and here, and here, and here. You know, there might be even an argument to move it up just a bit. Let's see. I'm going to move it up to there. Right in here, in here, in here. So now let's take a look at it. We don't have a good trend. It's kind of been trading. So a trend, so here, we're seeing kind of an uptrend. Here we're seeing a downtrend, uptrend. I don't know, some news here. And a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit down. So we're kind of trading between these two channels. So we don't clearly have a good trend. And no, I didn't. I'm going to just save this. And I want to go back. What are we looking at here? Oh, wow. Look at that. While we were looking, this went up. Huh. So the signal changed. Before this guy was down. And you see on the 30-minute, there was no news. That's very curious. Maybe they maybe they canned what's his name there, but I don't know why that would impact the euro. All right, so the signal changed. So we started doing our analysis, and we don't like what we've got here. Let's go back. We've got about 3 minutes left. I'm going to change signals. Let's just see if we can find a little scalp trade, because we don't have enough time to do another analysis. The scalp trade is something called the thick orange line trade, and it focuses on what this thick orange line is doing. And I am looking for situations where this is either 0 or 10. If this is 0 or 10, I want a confirmation, or within 1 point of either, I want a confirmation. What this is telling me is it doesn't think there's any more up in the movement. So I want something confirming that indeed there's no more up in the movement. So I want to see all 4 of these lines way up above the blue. So I don't have that here. 8 isn't close enough. 8 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 3 isn't close enough. 0.6 is within 1 of 0. This line's down here. I want to see all 4 of these lines down below the red. So I don't have that there. Let's keep going. 5 isn't close enough. 3. I'm going kind of faster because we only got a minute left. This trade is good at the top of the hour when there's less than 5 minutes left. 7 isn't close enough. 7 isn't close enough. 0.4 is close enough. It's within 1 of 0, but the lines are still in the middle. I want them way below the red here. 2 isn't close enough. Let's go to the next one. Uh, 2 not close enough. 6 not close enough. 1 not close enough. 0.16. Yes, but my majors and minors aren't in the right spot. No. 1 more. 8 isn't close enough. No. 2 isn't close enough. 0.7, yes. But again, our lines are in the middle of the channel, so that's no good. 0.17, that is close enough. My majors are just over the red line. I want my red line down where my green line is. This isn't quite far enough for this trade. I want this further down. 2.8 isn't close enough. All right, so we just went through 24 pairs for a scalp trade. We didn't see it. We did the analysis on a 10-point trade, and the signal changed while we were taking a look at it. One thing somebody has pointed out to me, even when we got to our analysis, if we take a look at the Euro NZD, apparently the spread is really huge. File, new chart, Euro NZD. It's going to be Euro NZD. Well, I guess it's come down. The spread is 4 pips. 4 pips is a lot because we're going from 76 or 75 to 80. That's a big pip. So that means we've got to make 5 pips or 4 pips before we even get going. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not. Whereas, say on the Euro USD, it's 6 points right now, which is still kind of high for the Euro USD. Usually, it's like 2 points, which is less than a pip. It's just now it's down to 3 points. The tonight's trade setup was a sell. If you wanted to consider a pending trade, let's just take a look at it real quick. See how the signal has changed since I looked at it. Oh, come on. Why is it going so slow? Oh, here we go. The room I'm in is getting like a couple degrees warmer. Like it's normally the AC is on a timer, so it's kicked off because usually I'm not sitting at my desk at this time. And because of that, when it gets a little warmer, this thing slows down. This has changed since I've looked at it. So it was good that we took a pending trade. And when I was looking at it, these were all red. Now they're all green. If you want to take a pending trade, you can take a buy trade at above 107.016. So let's do that. New order. Pending. Oops, we're going to adjust my volume. This is a demo account. It's got $7,800 in it. So I am going to go to 0.79, which is basically I'm moving the decimal spot over 4 spots. I'm going to go to a pending order. It's going to be a buy stop. And what I anticipate happening is if it breaks this line here, it's going to run up to this next line. So if we're above 107.016, 107.016, it's going to be a buy stop. 1.07016, but I don't want 16. I want it to be a little bit above that. So I'm going to go to, say, a 3.6 or 3.9. I want to be a little above that line so we don't get a peek through on the candle. And then we're going to make this for 10 pips, 1.07. We'll make it 142, which is 11 pips. And for a stop loss, we are going to go to 1.069. we go 40 points below, it's going to be actually 644. About we add 40 to that. Yeah, so that's about 40 pip stop loss. So what we're saying, or what I'm saying, is if this breaks this line, it's going to run up to here. So that's worth 10 pips. And based on, oops, come on. Just double check. Oh, see, it's a little fickle. Now it's coming back down. Coming back down. So this is closer to what I was looking at when I first took the trade. So I would keep both in. You can keep the pending sell, and you can put the pending buy in. Based on if it breaks, it's going to go up. Now let's see what this is. So now it's going back to the sell side. I am going to take that pending buy in my account. So I like it. If it breaks up there, I think it's going to run back up. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Let's see, there's no questions. We will reconvene tomorrow morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. Ideally, both of these trades will have closed. On those pending trades, I forgot to put in the note, if they don't close by 6 a.m. tomorrow, close them out. Not if they don't close. If they don't execute, just close them in the morning, because we'll have a different trading environment by then. All right, gang. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.